Hi, I'm Tom Brechtlein, and welcome to Blues Drums Step 1. Let's start by talking about the blues, since what you play on the drums is determined by the music you're playing. In blues music, the most common feels are shuffles and a slow blues feel. Both of these were touched on in Drum Basics, the first two tapes in the Ultimate Beginner series. On blues drums, we're going to explore them in much more detail. We'll talk about some variations of each groove and some fills that will work with each. In order to learn how to play any style of music, it's essential that you do as much listening as possible. Pick up CDs by people like Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, John Lee Hooker, Buddy Guy, Paul Butterfield, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and of course Robin Ford. Go out and hear blues bands perform. Listen to the whole sound. Don't focus only on the drummer. Expose yourself to as much music as possible. This is the only way you'll be able to play with the right feel. When learning a new beat, take your time. It's a good idea to learn one limb at a time, adding each new one as you feel comfortable. Practice at a comfortable tempo. Don't increase the tempo until you can play the new groove with confidence at a moderate tempo. Also, don't increase tempo as you're playing. This only helps create the habit of rushing. Stop before you change tempo. Since the drummer's primary responsibility is to lay down a steady groove, the ability to play at a consistent tempo is something you need to strive for. Now, it doesn't happen overnight, but if you work on it, you'll get it. At the top of this tape, you heard me play a blues with some buddies of mine. This tune had a shuffle feel. The shuffle is one of the more common feels in blues. Let me show you how that beat goes. Alright, the shuffle is a triplet-based feel. If you have the Drum Basics video, then you already know how to count a triplet. Let's quickly review this. Alright, we have 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. In 4/4 time, an 8th-note triplet is equal to 1 quarter note, or 1 beat. Now I'll break down this particular beat for you. So I'm going to start with the bass drum, hi-hat, and cymbal part, since these are all playing quarter notes together. And it just goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, so you just have those 3 limbs hitting together. Very easy to practice. Now let's add the snare drum part. The snare part is built on triplets with the middle note or trip left out. That would be counted 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let. This is the part that gives the shuffle its swing. Let's check this out. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 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 1. Alright. One of the primary things that distinguishes a blues shuffle is that you'll usually play quarter notes on the bass drum. This coincides with the typical blues bass part, the walking bass. Now let's listen to the band for that bass part and listen for how the quarter notes on the bass drum lock in with it. Often you'll play a rim shot on the downbeats of 2 and 4. Now if you're looking at that last example, they had some rim shots on 2 and 4 in the shuffle. So what's a rim shot? Well, it's like this. What you do is you take the stick, and the tip of the stick hits in the middle of the drum, and you just sort of gauge it where the middle of the stick here from the tip hit together. you have to develop a feel for the rim shot. Don't get discouraged with it. Just work on it slowly, and eventually you'll get it. Now here are a couple of other cymbal patterns that fit in nicely with a shuffle. I recommend trying these cymbal patterns after you're comfortable with the first cymbal pattern we talked about. This is the first one. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now it's a good idea when you're learning a new pattern to check out where the limbs hit together and when they don't. And I'll show you that slowly in the case of this cymbal pattern that we're using. Alright, so we have here we have our bass drum and hi-hat playing together. So we know that's all hitting together. Now the two top limbs here, and actually we have our snare drum that's playing like this. And then we have the cymbal, which I'll show you in a minute where it's together and where it isn't. So everything here is pretty much playing together. 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 All right. So let me just show you with the just the snare drum where it hits together. So you have By the way, here's how we would count that cymbal pattern. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 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 1. Here's another cymbal pattern that works great with a shuffle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, now here's how we would count that one. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 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 1. Now notice in that case the ride pattern doubled the first snare shuffle rhythm we talked about. It works nicely to accent the cymbal part in this pattern slightly on 2 and 4, but not as much as you would on the snare drum. I'll do it one more time for you. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, 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 let 3, let 4, let 1. So far in all the beats we've played, you've seen me play hi-hat with my foot on all 4 beats. Sometimes for a change, you can play the hi-hat on 2 and 4, and I'll show you that. 1, 2, 3. Now it can be a little tricky to play hi-hat on 2 and 4 with everything else you're playing. So here's an exercise to help you. Okay, so what we're going to do here is with the right foot, We're going to play all 4 beats, obviously. And then with the left foot, on the first beat, you're going to put your heel down. So you're going to hit the bass drum like that and put your hi-hat foot heel down. Second beat, you're going to put toe down, heel up. Okay, third beat, heel down. And fourth beat, toe down, heel up. Now I'll do it slowly for you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You can also practice this off the drum set while you're watching TV, reading a book, annoying your family at the dinner table. Let me show you how you can do this away from the drums. It's 1, heel down, 2, toe down, heel up, 3, heel down, toe up, 4, toe down, heel up, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'll put this all together on the drum set. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let. Now this may seem a little hard at first, but with a little practice it gets easier. In a blues shuffle, you can also play ride on the hi-hat. Now, what would make you do that usually is sometimes you'd want to play softer, you know, when the music's real soft, like in maybe the first part, or you're playing behind a singer, and you want a real tight sound. And I always like the medium fast tempos sound really good with that kind of thing on the hi-hat, you know, riding on the hi-hat. So let me show the 3 patterns, the 3 rhythmic patterns that we played on the cymbal on this tape so far, on the hi-hat. So here we go. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let. So again, we just have quarter notes. We're doubling up what the bass drum does. Okay? 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let. Okay, so now we're going to do 2. 2, 3, let 4, let 1, 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 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 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1. Now what we're going to do is, again, we're going to do our third beat. Here it is. 4, 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 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 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let. Watch the accent. Remember, not as much as the snare drum. Let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1. Here's the same thing played with the open hi-hat. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, 2, 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, 3, let 3, 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1. Usually the quarter notes on the hi-hat, on the open hi-hat, probably the best I found musically to use, but you can use them all. Let's talk about a few fills that will work in a shuffle feel. The main purpose of a fill is to lead the music from one section of a tune to another. You want to play your fills at the same tempo and with the same feel as the pattern you're coming out of. Here's the first fill. 1, 2, 3. For this fill, I played triplets with both hands at the same time. This is a very common blues fill. Here's another fill. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one was made up of triplets played around the drum set. Now I'd like to show you two exercises that will help you learn a new fill and give you an idea of how to use that fill. The first exercise involves repetition. Take your fill and play it over and over slowly until you get comfortable with it. Let's do that with the second fill I just showed you. Okay, so we have our triplet fill. And it goes like this. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 4 triplet. Alright, so now we're going to just go over and over this. Now remember, it goes from this surface to this surface to that surface to this surface. And we're just going to go over and over again, starting with the right hand. Okay, so here we go. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. So what you want to do is get comfortable with this and just keep on repeating it until you feel comfortable. And a good thing to do is to mark time with the hi-hat. You don't have to do it when you first start out, but you know, sooner or later, it's a nice thing to just mark time while you're doing this exercise. And I'll just do that again. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay. For the second exercise, what we're going to do is we're going to play 3 bars of a groove. And on the 4th bar, you're going to fill. We're going to use our fill. Then come back to the groove. So let's try this one. 1, 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, 2, let 3. 2, 3, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, 2, 3, 4, let 1, let 2, 3, let 4, let 2, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 3, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 2. 3, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 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 Now here's another fill. Goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now let's use our first fill exercise with this one. Okay, so we have, just to give you an idea of what this is, it's 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now do it slower. So it's 1 triplet, first time, second time, third time. Back to the snare drum. First time, second time, third time. So we'll count it off. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And I'll do it slow again. 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And now we'll do our 4-bar exercise with this fill. 1, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, 2, 2, let 3, let 4, let 3, let 2, let 3, let 4, 1, let 2, let 4, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 3, let 2, let 3, let 4, let 1, 2, let 3, triplet, 4 triplet. You'll notice that sometimes I played a crash at the end of the fills. It doesn't have to be used all the time, but it can provide an ending to a section, sort of like a period at the end of a sentence. By the way, if you have a different number of tom-toms in your drum set, then you might need to make an adjustment in the way you play these fills. For instance, let's take a look at the last fill, which happened to be a 2-beat fill. Here's how you might play that fill with only 2 tom-toms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I'd like to talk about the slow blues groove. The ride pattern in a slow blues can involve a 16th note triplet. Let me show you that pattern. 1, 2, 3. There are 2 16th note triplets for every 8th note triplet. Here's how the ride part would be counted. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Let me do that a little slower. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Alright, now that we got that done, here's the bass drum pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, and now we'll add 2 and 4 on the snare drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Okay, so while you're playing these beats as well, you can also mark it with the hi-hat in this particular beat. So I just want to show you that real quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can also play this beat riding the closed hi-hat. Let me show you that briefly here. 1, 2, 3. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet, one triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet. Now let's take a look at the band and check out how this sounds in context. Now, did you notice how I started that song? This is a fill that's often used to start a slow blues groove. Let's look at it again. 1, 2, 3. Now you can also play the first fill that I showed you in the shuffle section and play it with the slow blues groove. I'll show you that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's another fill that works well with the slow blues. And I'll just play it, count it out for you for a minute. It goes 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, now let's play it in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now try plugging both of these fills into the exercises that we discussed earlier. This is your assignment. So now you have some basic tools for understanding how to play the blues. Take these basics and expand on them. Don't get discouraged if you get stuck on something. You can always rewind this tape and go over parts you're having trouble with. Just persevere. It'll get easier with practice. Listen to records and play along with them. Find a good teacher. Get together with some friends who play guitar, bass, and piano, and jam. But most of all, have fun. Now on step 2, we'll be discussing 2 more kinds of shuffles, some new fills, and a blues rumba. Until then, keep grooving, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.